What is good, my peeps? It's your Knuckle Big Rucker back at you again, and what we got going on here is a wave overview. We're talking about G.I. Joe Classified series, and you see it right there, numbers 48, 49, and 50, and that would be Zarana, Crimson Guard, and center stage we got Dusty. So yes, indeed, we're going to do a quick synopsis of these three figures and get it on like that. I've got some catching up to do when it comes to the G.I. Joe line of figures, the Classified Series G.I. Joe line of figures. The Marvel Legends were coming in hot and heavy during and after my hiatus, my vacation. So I had to play catch up with that, and I wanted to get G.I. Joe, and I've got Black Series that I've got to do as well in there. But I figured I may as well just clean sweep it with the Marvel Legends till I got caught up with those, and then I'd start on Classified, and then I'd round it out with Black Series. So here we are. So we're going to get this started. Before we do, I need you guys to go down below and like the video. You may as well go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I know you want to. You know you want to support the channel. Yes, indeed. And while you're doing that, I will be getting prepared. We're going to go right in numerical order, starting with Zarana. So here we have Zarana. Like I said, first up, and I've got her already fully equipped. She comes with some decent amount of accessories there. You see she's sporting a rifle that's got a jigsaw at the front of it. It's just crazy. She comes with a backpack, and then there's another weapon that's inside that stores inside the backpack. She also comes with a knife that's stored in the sheath, and she has another very interesting accessory. She comes with another hairdo. If you recall from a while back, we got the same type of accessory with Lady J. She came with two different hair sculpts. So yeah, pretty interesting. And the hair is applied the same way. If you recall, just grab the head, and then you can basically push that wig back, and you see she's rocking the baldy. And then there's the other hairdo. Make sure you get the we'll call them sideburns around the ears there. See, this one wanted to get pinched, so got to do it a little bit better. So yeah, the sideburns may try to get stuck on there, but with some doing, you'll have it. And there's that other head sculpt, or rather that other hairdo. Taking a closer look at the accessories, here's that knife that I told you about that was holstered. You see it's molded in black, painted in a nice silver. And there's another bladed weapon. This is the one that fits in that backpack. You see also molded in black, and it's got some red paint there on the blade. I wonder what that's supposed to be signifying. But anyway, here's the backpack that also comes with Zarana, and that blade fits right in just like that. And here's a closer look at that weapon she was brandishing. You see that saw there at the front. It doesn't articulate, it doesn't roll, and just the weapon itself molded in a flat black. The blade is the only thing that comes with paint, some silver paint. We also get a magazine that comes with the weapon, or with Zarana, to be able to put in the weapon. You see it goes in pretty easily. So that's Zarana's her accessory package. Zarana has some great articulation, but then again, Classified Series usually does, with the exception of some of the guys that have the chest harnesses. They usually impede, but there's usually good articulation underneath. As far as her head, It's on a dumb ball. She can look up that far, down that far, as you can see. You get attitude there, and of course she can 360 it. She can get her shoulders up only about that far, but that's because she's got these shoulder pads that get in the way. She can 360 it, and Classified series was the original. Females have bicep swivels and double jointed elbows. Of course, they're pinless. This is Classified. Is how it goes down. And you get the rotating wrist hinge. Our left hand has the horizontal swivel. Our right hand has the vertical swivel. And as far as her torso is concerned, we move those arms back because we get some decent articulation here. You're not going to get very decent in terms of going forward with any of Hasbro's figures, but she does have articulation there. She can go back some, as you could see, and she can go side to side, and you can rotate 360 left and right. She also has additional rotation. The bottom waist is on a dumbbell, and that goes forward, so you combine that to go a little bit forward, and you combine it, the 2 points, to go back, and that also rotates. So that's crazy right there. Of course, Classified has the drop down legs. You see that. She can do the splits that far. She can get her legs up that far back. She's got the thigh cut, double jointed knees. She does have the ability to point her toe forward that far. Check out the spurs. She can look up or point her toe up that far. She does have ankle pivot, and she does have holes, pec holes at the bottom of her feet. And for those that aren't in the know, Zarana is the sister of Zartan himself, and they're both agents of disguise. Next up, we have Dusty. That's number 49, and he also comes with a few accessories. I mean, he's not crazy with them, and I've managed to get them all on. He can self-store everything he comes with. He comes with that weapon you see him zeroing down in. Comes with that backpack, a knife, and not one but 2 sets of goggles, and of course his helmet. So we'll check out those accessories in a minute. Let's get Dusty off of the platter. We'll start off peeping out his accessories. His weapon right here, you see it's molded in black. Pretty nice there. It's got that pistol grip right there up the front. It's got legs so he can snipe, and they're articulated. Comes with a scope there. The magazine is removable. Pretty cool, as always. And I don't know if the muzzle hole is deep enough to put in an accessory, but well, let's see while we're right here. I've got one handy, don't I? So we could see. No, it will not accommodate smoke or a blast effect. Also comes with a knife molded in black, and you see painted silver. There's a sheath down on his by his right boot, and he comes with not one but 2 sets of goggles. Curious and curiouser, but they are of different sizes. The straps are, so the large one can fit on his helmet, and this small set fits around his eyes. So you could either have him, they could, technically be the same set, and you have him wearing them, or the way how I had him displayed, he was wearing this set on his head, and he was wearing this set on his helmet. So he's efficient. He's rocking 2 pair there. And here is that helmet, and it does fit pretty loosely on his head, but you can make it work, and it you get it on there the right way. He looks kind of cool with it on, and it the straps not engaged. And finally, he comes with his backpack, molded in a brown. No other paint apps to show any of the detail, and of course there's that peg right there. Got Dusty right here. You see that he's blazing the cami sand colored camouflage utilities there for desert warfare, essentially. You see the all the patterns there. He's blazing the black t-shirt. His shirt, he's got, or as they would call it in the military, his blouse. It's got the name tags on there. You could see, as I'll get closer up so you can get a better look. You see that he's blazing the flag on his right chest, and his name tag. His last name is Tador, as you can see, and then of course on the left side he's got the G.I. Joe sticker on his chest. And as far as the rest of him goes, you see he's basically the brown boots. He's got the nice harness there. The harness has got some green paint on the right side of it, and there's nothing really going on in the back, just the peg hole for where you apply the backpack. He does have a pouch there on his belt, but there's no other additional paint for that there. So anyway, while we got him in hand, let's do the articulation. Head is on a dumbbell. He can look up that far. He can look down that far. His neck is also on a dumbbell, so you can get some movement there. Left, right, and of course you can 360 that head. You can get the shoulders out to 90, 360. He's got the bicep swivel, double jointed elbows, obviously pinless. Rotating wrist hinge. Left arm is horizontal. Right wrist, I should say, is vertical. And as far as the torso articulation, he's got an ab crunch. He can go that far forward. He can go that far back. He's got the waist rotation. He can do the splits. Of course, he's got the drop down legs. He's got thigh rotation, double jointed knees, pinless of course. He's got boot rotation. He can point his toe forward that far, up that far, ankle pivot, and of course holes, peg holes at the bottom of his feet. And I failed to mention he also has butterfly joints in there. So you get some more of that articulation as well. And bringing up the rear, we've got Mr. Halfway Point himself. We're talking about the Crimson Guard right here. Indeed. And I say the halfway point because it's already been revealed that the 100th figure will be one of the figures we get with the HISS tank that comes out next fall. So looking up forward to that. The thing that I don't know if I'm looking forward to is that means we've got a lot of figures to get to before we even get to that 100th figure. And like I said, this is number 50. We have exceeded 50 already. Kamakura is 61. So, the classified series is just totally sporadic with their releases in terms of the, their numerical order. But as long as we get them, that's all that matters. Anyway, Crimson Guard here is a pretty beefy figure. He comes loaded down with accessories. He's got, you see the weapon he's rocking there. It isn't an M16. I forget what it is, but he's got that. It's got a bayonet with the magazine is detachable. He's got a knife in a sheath. He's got a sidearm. He has his backpack, and he has his officer's sword there. And we'll take a look at all of those when we get him off the base. Here's a look at that sidearm, molded in the flat black. It does have some detail around the pistol grip there, but as always, no additional paint. We do get paint on this knife. You see the silver for the blade there. It also has the detail, as you can see. And speaking of that detail, look at the end of the handle. It is in the shape, the form of a cobra. So that's a pretty nice touch. Crimson Guard also comes with this sword, also molded in black, but you see the blade portion has got the silver paint, and it also comes with a sheath that has a peg because it can be stored on the backpack, and it fits nice and snugly in the sheath. And speaking of that backpack, here it is right here, molded into black, and you see it's got the Cobra emblem right there, dead center. You see a peg over there on our right side. You can actually store your rifle on that peg. There is a port peg hole on the left side, and that's where you store the sword, the sheath for the sword, as you can see that right there. And of course we've got that rifle, and you see the bayonet that has some silver paint on there too. Looks pretty good there. And as I stated before, the magazine, which also fits snugly. Everything fits snugly. The magazine is detachable and it fits snugly in the magazine well. Got nice pistol grip over there, and yeah, pretty nice. And now taking a look at our Crimson Guard there, and he is definitely crimson, all molded in red, looking really nice. Got the reds, the blacks. Look at the insignia there on the chest. And our guardsman here looks pretty highly decorated. Looks like he's got some ribbons there, and some type of emblem. You see the Cobra emblem right there. He's got some nice paintwork right there along the for the buttons and stuff. Blazing the nice lanyard there. Pretty nice. Pretty nice. And then of course you've got the belt molded in black, but it's got the V there on the right there on the center of it, painted silver. Some more of that, some more paint down there. He's got paint along the sides of his legs. He's got paint on the buckles of his boots. So yeah, paint, silver paint on his forearms there. So yeah, and then of course you've got this emblem, more Cobra action going on the left side. So pretty nice. As far as the head is concerned, you see the paint there. It's looking really good, really good, really good. Our Crimson Guard, they made the Crimson Guard pretty. He's got a pretty beefy build. You'll see when we have him matched up with his wave mates. As far as his articulation goes, you got his head. It's not going to go too far back because the nature of that helmet. It won't go back that far. It's on a dumbbell. He can look down that far. Like I said, he's not going to go up that far. He does have neck articulation. That neck is on a dumbbell as well, so you can get some a little bit of side to side, and of course he can 360 it. He does have the butterfly joints. He can get his shoulder out to about 90, 360 it. You got the bicep, double jointed, pinless elbows. You've got the rotating wrist. Both wrist hinges are vertical. As far as torso or ab, he's got the ab crunch. You can go forward that far, decent. And go back that far, crazy. He can rotate side to side, legs drop down. You can get them to do the splits like that. You see how they drop down like that. He can lift his leg up to 90, go back, shoot. The drop down is crazy as well. You've got the thigh cut, double jointed pinless knees. He can rotate the boot right there. As you can see, he can point his toes that far forward, kind of hard there. The back is kind of sort of preventing it. He can barely get them up, but he can get them up just a little bit. He has nice ankle pivot, and of course, you know what it is, holes, peg holes at the bottom of his feet. And of course, there'd be no need for the Crimson Guard if there were no twins. You've got Tomax and Zaymot looking good. And here we have all three members of this particular wave. We've got number 48 on our right, Zarana. Number 49 on our left, Dusty. And Mr. Halfway Point himself, Crimson Guard. Number 50, dead center right there. And like I said, I got them all side by side here. You can see Crimson Guard has got some bulk to him. He's pretty beefy. Not in terms of height. He's a little bit taller than the average Joe, but nothing crazy like Roadblock or Gung Ho. But he's got some size to him, and he definitely will look good. There's definitely an army builder, so you definitely want to pick up a few. I've got 6, so I'm good to go for guarding my twins there. So to sum it all up, very nice wave. I believe this is the last of the waves with classified series. They're no longer going to do waves. They originally stated that they were going to increase wave counts from 3 to 5, and then they changed their minds and went back on that and decided they're not going to do waves at all. They're just going to be releasing figures, so they'll just come as they will. It is what it is. These figures, they all come with boatload of accessories, especially the Crimson Guard, followed by Zarana, and bringing up the rear in terms of accessory totals would be Dusty. He doesn't come with as many as the other two, but he does come with a decent amount for sure. They all look great. The head sculpts look excellent. Zarana is crazy. Her head sculpt is very nice for sure. I love her articulation. That's very good. When we talk about female figure and you give them props on their articulation, that's saying a lot. She's got the spurs on her boots. It's all good. It would have been nice if she came with some kind of, disguise, because she's a master or mistress of disguise, just like her brother Zartan. But it is what it is. Yeah, very nice wave, and I can't wait to see what I'm going to do with these figures in terms of display possibilities, of which there are plenty. We got Zarana. We definitely need some dreadlocks or some dreadnoughts to go with she and Zartan. And they're coming. They got to be probably within these next 50. As like I told you before, we're working our way to 100. That's going to be one of the figures with the Hiss tank when that comes out in the fall. Anyhow, that'll do it for this review, guys. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. If you got any comments, leave them below. Questions, concerns, bring them to me. I'm here for them. If you want to be notified for the next time I upload another video, there's a bell down there. Hit that and you shall be notified. I am the Ruckus, leaving you with this. Remember, the hunt continues. And I'm out. Peace.